Well, she's in my rear view camera. Let's jump out and get this sucker hooked up. Alright guys, welcome back to the Watson Garage. Hope everybody's doing okay with this whole corona thing going on right now. I've been doing a lot of work in the shop and trying to get it cleaned up the best I can. My dad had a bunch of stuff built up in it, so I just want to give y'all a little look around of what I've actually done. I redid all of this. I built this all up. So I got this whole side used to have just a bunch of workbenches like that. So I built this whole, I guess you want to call it workbench. I did like a big shelf up there, beefed it up so there'll be plenty of, I had plenty of stuff up there, because I might be putting some heavy stuff up there like that. Well, I got all this cleaned up. I finally got the truck in here. There was a bunch of stuff over here. I got all that cleaned up, fixed the golf cart, and then of course I got the old bus over there as well. But today's the day I showed you guys in the last video is my my 62 Volkswagen truck. It's way over there in the corner. Today I just woke up this morning and I was like, you know what, I'm getting tired of that thing sitting over there. I'm gonna put it in the shop. So I guess enough talking, and I'm gonna set you guys up and I'm gonna pull that thing out of the shop, and then I'm gonna try to get it in the shop by myself. It doesn't have tires on it, it's just on the straight up rims, steel wheels or steel rims. So and I'm doing this by myself today, so let's see how long it's gonna take me to get it out of here. Well, she's in my rear view camera. Let's jump out and get this sucker hooked up. And all I got is I just got like a normal tow strap. I got it underneath the beam over there, and it's just I'm gonna be able to loop it over here. Try to get it in there. All right, let's give her a pull. See what she's gonna do. Well, there she is. Man, she's a little rusty. Got a lot of junk on the back. I think I remember correctly, I got a front end, a front beam, 2 transmissions. Of course, I got a bunch of wheel dollies, bumpers. I saved all the bumpers that I had just in case. That's just some random Volkswagen junk. This platform comes off, and this is part of the. I think it's called a J dolly, where you can actually, once you take all the suspension out, whatever. I have another piece on the other side of the shop where you actually bolt it to the bottom of the truck, and then you can actually tilt the entire truck over to the side. So that's what I'm gonna end up doing. I'm gonna get dustless blasting to come out and actually do it. But now here it is. They remake all this metal, so I want to buy all the new metal for the whole back, all this down here. Of course, inside I got, I think that's an extra front door, side doors, exhaust, engine parts or whatever. And then I have a middle seat for my bus. It's not supposed to be in here, but it's storage mode right now. But I got block in here for like a starter, more window frame for going across here. fuel tanks and just whatever kind of garbage kind of collected up in it. So the thing is, right now I'm going to try to get it over here, and then I'm going to end up putting it over there on the concrete slab, and then hopefully I can get inside the shop. But like I said, I'm doing it by myself today, so it might be fun. Here we are. So I guess the only thing to do is start taking all this junk off of this thing. Oh man, always something. My wife's gonna be so thrilled when she comes home today, because I didn't tell her nothing. She's gonna be thrilled. I built this for the back of my bus, so when I open up the back hatch, I can put this in here and I can put a window unit in it. That's Redneck Camping and a Volkswagen bus for you there. my 63 bus. I was surprised it actually came with it because a lot of times the middle seats are gone. Like you get the rear seat, but the middle seats are kind of hard to find. A lot of people threw them away back in the day, put them in the attic, whatever. So these seats are kind of expensive. Really, they really are. I mean, it's kind of, you know, the material of bad on, but the structure is really good. But man, I've seen these seats go $1,500, $2,000. I'm like, golly, but I was really lucky to get mine. So one day, once I redo the interior, all the upholstery in mine, I'll probably go ahead and get this upholstered and probably put it in my bus. I'll probably take it in and out as I need it, but I really just want to get it where it all matches. So I'll do that once that project day comes. All right, this is one of the guys things I want to share with you guys. I actually got this from a coworker. Her dad used to be in the Army, I believe, and he actually made this thing. So you know, when you're out in the Army, they do field training or just even out there, you know, wherever they get deployed to, whatever. They got kind of creative on things. And this is the one of the thing he came up. So I was out there helping her. She had to sell her house or whatever, and she was cleaning out the shop. And when I came across this thing, I thought it was real cool. So she was nice enough to actually give it to me. But like I said, this is something her dad built, and he built the whole thing. And what it is just it's a box, but the box probably looks just like the rest of the Army stuff. So it kind of blended in when they had it on the back of the Hummer, so it didn't look so, you know, obvious. But it's a little bitty barbecue pit. It slides in there like that. Pretty cool little thing. Got a little working door on it. Got a little grate in there. Got some charcoal on there. It's mounted to this wood in here, so when it slides in there, it'll be nice and snug. Won't bounce around too much. You put little handles on it. He's even got the little charcoal. You can little door on the side. You can add charcoal to it. And put it down and latch it in. And then he's got the little so he can control, you know, his smoke and stuff like that. You know, depending on wherever he's cooking. I think it's locked up right now, but I can get some PV blaster on there, put on there. But that was it. This was a cool little barbecue pit that she gave me. So I was gonna clean it up. I might have to build a new box for it. I like to save the box if I can, but it's been jumped around a few times, so we'll see how that goes. It's a pretty cool little thing. All right, guys. Whew, a lot of work. Well, I had to clean it out, so I was gonna give it a little better view of it. I took the top off of it probably about 2 years ago. It was all jacked up and everything else, and you could see that it was, you know, all this is crusty, whatever. I wanted to get it all cleaned out so I can kind of look and see what I got, or in some cases what I don't have. But I just need to start making up like a metal list. I'm not gonna be able to do like every piece of metal all at once, whatever. I just don't have the money to do stuff like that. So all I'm gonna do is just work a little bit, you know. I think I'm actually going to work on the back first. And the reason I think I want to do the back first is because from this door back is specific to a double cab. Everything else forward is just like mother bus hiding over there. So the front of it is the same with the bus, and what that means is the stuff for the most part that's normal up front here up is cheaper, because every bus needs that. You know, it's all consistent or whatever. The problem with the double cab, anything from there and back is double cab only. So what that means is it's a lot more expensive. And some parts, there's some parts that only one person that I know of makes it, and it's a company called Classic Fab. Wolfsburg West does sell some of it as well, but Classic Fab is like one of the only companies. They have certain pieces for a double cab, and they're the only ones that sell it. So my fear is you know, if something happens to the company or anything like that, I'm not going to be able to get the double cab specific metal. So that's one reason I think the safe bet for me is redo the whole rear first, at least all the way up to the doors. So I'm going to try to buy as much metal as I can. It does get pricey. I think these corners are like the whole corner, which I'm probably going to need. I thought about trying to save it, but you know, it's dinged up here. It's got a pretty big hit on here. The whole bottom of it is tore up. I'm probably just going to buy a whole new corner, but the whole new corner is like $350 per side. So you're talking, you know, $600-700 just for the two corners. And of course you got metal on the inside where the battery tray goes right here. Obviously I'm going to need that. The other one I want to need that. This stuff right here looks actually pretty solid. I'm going to go get it. I want to get it dustless blasted, and that should reveal a lot of secrets on this truck, if any. Most stuff I see, but there might be some stuff that pops up. Do that. Of course, I can order all these little guys right here. That's no biggie. Just figure it out. This is an interesting piece. Again, it's double cab specific, so I'm definitely had to have this piece. It's all gummed up. They had some some silicone all up in here, because this is where the truck right here and over is. There's a little shield. This is kind of in the truck, but it's kind of still out. But this is underneath the truck. So when you go in the truck and you open the door, that's a little hard right now. You open it up and you step in, and there's a seat. They call it a pedestal. That goes right here, goes over here, and there's a seat, and there's a back. Well, you have like a little cubby hole. So when this was all leaking, you can tell right here, it just tore up. Well, when that leaks, it just comes right in the floor, and that's one reason why this floor is gone. I actually ripped out a lot of this floor already. It was just like that. It was all holy and everything like that. So I tore a lot of it out. The front isn't too bad. What, this is the inside? Oh man, yawning, tired. But the front is actually not too bad. There's a little bit over there, and then there's some right here. If I can get away with it, they make just these pieces from here over, because taking that heater thing out, it's kind of a pain in the butt. But it just depends what it is, because when I'm gonna have to probably replace the entire front. They call it the nose on these things, the whole nose. This guy, they make pieces where you can only replace up to here and some up to here. But everybody I've talked to and seen, it is so much easier just to replace the entire front nose, because trying to get that seam perfect, because if you cut it here and you're trying to match it up perfect and anything else, you always get these waves. It's just easier just to buy a whole front and new nose, and that way when you're doing the paint work, it just comes out to be a lot nicer, and you don't have to do nearly as much body work on it. Of course, I gotta replace all of this. The whole front bottom is gone. There's a piece right here. There's like another structure behind it, and then there's a couple little structure pieces in there. Of course, I can find all that. I can get all that brand spanking new. But like I say, she ain't the best shape, but we're gonna knock her out. And here I got a couple little pieces right in here. It's a little, supposed to have like a what do you call it, a rain gutter. It's supposed to come right here, be all nice and perfect right here, and then right here is I guess you want to call it the downspout. But it's supposed to collect the rainwater all the way around and then dump out here. And then this is like when it's sitting, the rain comes off and hits and drains. And then when you're driving down the road, it'll go and it actually go here. And the rain drip rail, it just fades off. So the little, I don't know if you can see that. It dies off, and then the rain can just go straight out the back. And then you'll be fine like that. But no, all that. See, there's all the metal down here. Here, all this one piece. But like these sides, I'm just gonna order a brand new side. I think it's just a lot easier to do that because there's a lot of nicks and dents, and then the whole bottom of it's rusted out. And then, so yeah, I think I'm just gonna replace both whole sides. The sides, the corners, and the top. Of course, all these structure pieces are gonna have to be replaced. So that's gonna be my plan of attack. I'm gonna do this as fast as I can. This isn't my only job. I have a full-time job. I got a wife, kids, and everything else. So I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to push out a video every week of this. But I don't know. I'll get as much as I've done. Some weeks may be short, and some days I may be working pretty hard on it. Not sure. All right, guys, that's it for today. I just wanted to give you an update. I was so happy to get that thing out of that shed. It's been in there all sad and just covered full of dirt, whatever. I'm really glad to get it out. Hopefully, since it's be out here, I can actually start working on it, because when it was tucked up in there, you can't work on stuff like that. So I want to just get the rest of the stuff I pulled out of it, all this junk. I'm going to put it on top of that workbench. One reason why I made my workbench with a big heavy-duty shelf on top is I want to put a lot of my Volkswagen stuff up there, keep it out of the way and safe like that. And I want to get that all done before my wife gets here. But I do appreciate you guys watching the channel. And if you can, please like and subscribe. It really does help, especially small guys like me. But until next time, guys, you guys take care.